there goes the chain. What not to do, perfect example. Hey, stop! 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 Yo! Stop! Stop! 1 second. What's up, guys? We are headed out to the beach to do an off-road recovery this evening. This is actually the first recovery I've done in the Jeep since I got it back from Jeep Slop Shop over at Kima. We have a GMC Sierra that's stuck in the marsh on Bryan Beach. It's buried, and he's not too far from hard ground, so I don't really think it's going to be too bad. We're going to go and winch him out because with the brand new gears in the Jeep, I don't really want to do a kinetic recovery, even though I shouldn't really have to yank on him too hard. With a fresh set of gears in it, I'm not going to go and put a whole bunch of stress on it. So we're going to go probably winch him out and get him back on hard ground and see if we can maybe find anybody else stuck out there or anything like that. It's been a little bit since I've been to the beach because I haven't had my Jeep, so we'll see what it looks like. I know we've had a bunch of high tides and that kind of stuff, so we're gonna get headed out there and see what we got. We're on the like the second entrance of Bryan Beach. We're coming on the Rock Road is what most people call it. Don't know how well the camera pick up on it, but over there you can kind of see some bright lights off in the marsh, and those are the bright lights that I'm assuming we're going to. So we're going to have to come down here to the entrance of the beach and then cut down. We got to make our way through the really bumpy rock road here. I don't know how well you can see. I don't know if this my front facing camera is looking over that way or not. I think it's gonna be a little bit too far over, but looks like they got either headlights or light bar or something on over there that'll kind of give us something to look for once we get on the beach. So they're just a little ways down there. I was kind of expecting them to be at the clay banks, and turns out they are just on the other side of the second entrance here. So there's like a little opening kind of back there that takes you back into the marsh, and it seems that that is where they have went off into and gotten stuck. So we are going to be over there in just a minute. This entrance is really soft. I say really soft. It's got some ruts and stuff in it. I'm not really spinning or anything, but a little two-wheel drive car, you actually see those marks there where a truck came through and was hopping. So come this weekend, if we don't have a really high tide, there might be some people stuck out here. But we will get into that in a little bit. I said, if you watched the last video that I posted, I said I had some bad news for you guys, and that we'll talk about that later. It'll probably be, for me it'll be tomorrow, but it'll be towards the end of the video whenever I get back, and I will talk to you guys about that then. So stay tuned to that, especially if you have been a part of the channel for a while. You'll be able to put some stuff together, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. We're going to keep making our way down the beach here till we get to our customer. Guessing this is Probably the trails we're gonna need. Probably. I think this is back over where we got that ram that one time. Yeah, and they got a Jeep or something over there now. What we're doing. We're gonna stop about here and walk in and see what we got. Check on. Alright, so I got on scene and they have 2 people already here. Got one Jeep that's ripping his bumper off with a Toyota Tacoma and a chain. And then it got logs shoved under it, everything else. I am going to step way back. That chain breaks. It's going to not be good. Ah! Perfect example of what not to do. The Jeep is pulling with the winch. It is also not what you're supposed to do. Ooh, there goes the chain. What not to do, perfect example. Knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Did it rip the they're pulling off the safety chain eyes. They broke the safety chain eye. It broke the safety chain eye. He ripped the eye off your hitch. That's why you don't pull on chains.
Okay, well, just get it out.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, because I can do that without messing your truck up. Let me get the front end hooked up here. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. I am going to probably really don't want to go backwards like that. Pull on his bumper. I'm gonna try to get over here, I think. And I am changing to my mud boots, which I should have already done, but it'll be alright. They're not too muddy. If I'm gonna walk right up on that truck, I'm going to put my boots on. I need one of these. 2 of these. I'll leave that up for now. Boots in here so I don't forget them. Set that there for now. I'm gonna try it single line for the moment, but I might double it up if this doesn't work. I can still put my wheel chocks down or use one of these guys as an anchor if needed. Also, guys, if y'all want any of this Yankum Ropes gear, now is the perfect time to get it, because they are at the end of their Jeep Wrangler 392 giveaway. And the only way you can get a discount now, they're not doing any discounts anymore through their website. Only way you can do it is if you use a discount code from a creator. So if you use my discount code Tow Truck Dustin, you can get 10% off your order. You can buy more stuff to give you more chances to win. And every dollar you spend is an entry to get you a Jeep Wrangler 392, which I really want one a day, but for now I'm gonna keep rocking my Gladiator. All right, I'm setting this up on a bridle, so we're pulling off of the tow hooks evenly, spreading the weight out. Okay. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and hop in it.
Yep.
Put it in drive, but a little bit of gas. You don't have to floor it or nothing like that. Just
low, four
just
high?
four low. Yeah, four low, and just we'll ease her up on out of there.
Okay, cool.
Get me a. A little bit of gas. It's just pulling me. It's barely moving him. Hey, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Let me get my wheel chocks out. Hey! Hey! Stop! 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 Yo! Stop! Stop! 1 second. Damn. Okay. They're a bit tighter. I'll trip myself up. Get myself up on the wheel chocks. Hold on. Now, okay. All right, a little bit of gas. I need an anchor. Hey, 1 second. Hey, would one of you guys mind anchoring me? Want to get behind me? Thank you. Those are 43s.
Then he got a winch.
He's got a winch too? Yeah, I can always double mine up if I need to, but I really just need more weight, you know?
Yeah.
But we might could use his winch too. So he got a hitch? Or he's got a hook. That'll work. He's got something grinding. This one's stuck pretty good. Oh, I think his front drive shaft is going out. What do you want to hook? You just want to hook to the winch, or what do you?
I think the winch.
Okay. Just wasn't sure if you had a hook or something. Okay. Okay, you have to, it'll pull tight. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit, just enough to kind of help, you know. You're good. Here. I just wish I'd have brought the little wrecker out. Little wrecker would have done this easy. There we go. There you go. Nice and easy. Hey, easy, easy. Hey, can you turn passenger a little bit? Passenger. Perfect. Try to, a little bit more. Little bit more. Hold on. Let me pull you through this. Try not to spin too much. As soon as we get you up on this, you ought to be all right. All right, give it a little bit of gas just to see if you can move on your own. Keep coming, keep coming. I think you're good. Let me get unhooked from you. Barely had enough room for that. Got me a loop I'm gonna have to get out of my line. You good? Whoa. Try to go more that way. Try to go more passenger if you can. It's a little bit harder towards the grass. There you go. Hold up. Try to back up just a little bit. You might have to rock it just a little bit, you know? Don't go back too far because you got them ruts behind you, but keep going back. All right, now try to turn passenger and go for it. Now you're just going on the other side of my Jeep there. That's where the grass is. Back up a little bit. You're bearing down. Hold on. Let's if you want to, either I can pull you back or one of them can pull you back. You're not stuck yet, but you're getting there. Let me get my wheel chocks up and out of the way, and either I can pull you or one of them can, you know. But either way, you're just about out. Ew. These things are full of mud. Yeah, I'll use one of those. Oh yeah. That's a kinetic rope, so it's stretchy. I'm just gonna be nice and easy. I'm just gonna kind of give you a little bump. Just follow me out. I'll get you kind of around this corner where it's nice and solid. Okay. Get the Yankum cam turned on. Turn the backup light so you can see. Did not like second gear. Alright, he is back on the beach. Okay, should be good to go now. All right, should be on solid ground now. No problem at all. Did his Toyota get hurt with that chain?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did it? I hate that.
What's it called?
He needs to get in one of these. Yeah. He needs to get him a kinetic rope if he wants to be yanking on stuff like that.
Sure, yeah, TikTok?
I've got TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. Look up, you can't really see it because of my light bar, but towtruck_Dustin. YouTube is my big platform. I got 127,000 on that one.
Okay.
But
Yeah. I get those the videos of rescue on the
yeah, I'm on there. So cool. Well, as soon as I get to service, I'll send you that.
Sounds good.
I'll do that. But
Thank you so much.
no problem, man. Tell these guys thank you for helping me out. All right. I thank y'all for the help.
All right, sir.
No problem. Did it hurt your truck? Oh, it did, didn't it? Oh man.
Memories.
Right? I had another Gladiator when they were new, 2020. I had a kinetic rope break, and it came and it went through the tailgate, like knocked a hole right in it. So it's not good. Too much pressure. So all right, guys, y'all have a good one. No problem, man. Okay, so we got him out. I'm gonna pull off to the side here and get all my gear wrapped up before I roll out. He was stuck pretty good. I'm glad he had some friends there. I was gonna have to bury myself down. I just realized you might not be able to see me. I was gonna have to bury myself down to be able to stop myself, because my wheel chocks and having all 4 brakes locked up wasn't stopping me. But thankfully they were here, and that's all the extra little oomph that we needed. So looks like they are rolling out. I'm gonna go roll my gear up and get out of here, and I will be back tomorrow for me and in a few minutes for you guys. What's up, guys? So it is the next day. We are back home. I think my project for today, I just got done doing some tows and stuff and running some errands. I think my project for today is I'm going to try to paint this differential cover. Can't stand it being blue and the whole rest of the Jeep is like white and orange. So I would like to I would really like to paint this orange, but I don't have the time to take it all off and paint it. I do have to go and take this thing in for service soon, and I considered waiting until then, but I think for now I'm just going to paint it black, and I will deal with painting it another color later on down the road, because I just don't want it to be blue, and I'm not going to take the time to take it all apart and clean it all up and do everything like, you know, the hard way, like intricate way of taking it out, cleaning it up, painting it, having to re-put oil and everything back in it. I'm not dealing with all that. So I figured I will mess with this, and I'll talk to y'all about the news that I've been alluding to for a couple of videos now. First things first, I don't want to cover up this badge that's on here. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but it says Dana 44 Advantech on it, and it's this nice badge, and I don't want to just rattle can over the top of it. And it appears to have some kind of like a protective, like a sticker on it that somebody probably didn't peel off of it from before. So I could probably rattle can over it and then just peel that off, but I'm gonna go and put some painter's tape over the top of it and then trim it out, so that way I have just one extra layer of protection over it to make sure I don't get a bunch of overspray and all kinds of stuff on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out right now. Okay, so I got that all taped off as best I could. I got some Rust-Oleum rust reformer paints, which I don't really see much rust on this thing. There's a few little spots. So I'm just gonna hit this on there and get a nice even coat, and use this as kind of like a base coat primer kind of a thing to set it to where I can put some of this normal black spray paint on it. Hopefully it's not just going to peel off and show a bunch of blue through it over time. It's going to have sand and mud and all kinds of stuff sticking to it over the years, so I want to make sure that it, doesn't just start having blue come through it immediately. Alright, so I'm gonna let that sit on there and dry for a little bit. So we're just using that as kind of as a base layer, and then we'll go back over it with some other spray paint to kind of finish it off. I went with a matte black to kind of blend in with the rest of the axle, since everything else on it's matte. So considered painting it orange just to kind of go with the rest of the accents, but we're just going to do it black for now so that it doesn't just totally stick out like a sore thumb being blue. Alright, so enough beating around the bush. What most of y'all guys are probably hanging around for, if you watch this far, is to hear the news that I have for the company. And I have made the decision to scale back the operations of the company, at least temporarily. As of, for me, it'll be tomorrow. I will be, by the time y'all see this, the changes have already been made, but we'll be stopping all towing operations. I won't be doing any more on-road towing, again, at least temporarily. With everything that's going on in my personal life, with the divorce and everything right now, it's just not feasible for me to renew the business licenses, the tow company licenses, and the insurance and that kind of stuff, and be able to operate full-time. So I have decided, again, at least temporarily for now, till we get everything settled and I can kind of stabilize everything, I'm going to drop down to just doing off-road recovery and like the roadside assistance, the lockouts, the jump starts, that kind of stuff, until everything kind of stabilizes. So partly why I'm glad this thing came back when it did, because this is going to start being my main truck for at least the little bit of the foreseeable future. I want to say this is, to some, and we'll get into that in a minute, a few people are going to be happy about that. They're going to say that this was a failure, and I don't see this as a failure on either me or the company's part or anything. I see this as a positive, being I get to do what my passion is. I get to devote my time and all my efforts now into doing off-road recovery, which is what got me into the towing and recovery industry many years ago. And I will now be able to devote my time to be able to do that. That is what I personally feel like I excel at. The recovery work is what I enjoy doing, and it's what I'm good at. And I'm excited looking into the future, being able to chase that more passionately. I don't know if it's going to be feasible to sustain me, as far as like money and bills and everything. It's going to be a lot less overhead for me. I'm not going to have the really expensive insurance and be paying all the money for diesel for the wreckers and everything. So that's going to help a lot. It's going to allow me to start doing a lot more interesting recoveries and stuff like that. Kind of like the recovery you saw at the beginning of this. I'll be able to devote my time to going and doing just that kind of stuff. The big recoveries that sometimes I had to turn down because I was out towing, or stuff like that. Go start doing some more volunteer work to get some good recoveries like that. Travel around and be able to see some other places, and be able to do some cool recoveries in other areas, because I'm not going to be stuck here waiting for the phone to ring because I got to be in a tow truck running up and down the roads. So like I said, I'm not looking at this as a failure or something bad. I see this as being more of a redirection than a failure. And I've always felt that eventually I wanted to get more into off-road recovery more than towing, and that's always kind of the direction that I wanted to go anyways. And I think this is going to allow me to be able to do that. I think it's been just things that have happened in my life recently. You guys have watched it, been with me. For those of you that have been subscribers and watched the channel and everything, there's been times where I've had to make changes. I've had to leave some of my previous employers and stuff, and it just seems like life is continually pushing me towards doing the off-road recovery stuff more full-time, and that's where my heart's been anyways. And I think it would be dumb for me to at least not try. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna at least give it a shot. May not work. I might have to go and find me another full-time job or whatever until I can get everything with my life lined out and be able to jump back into towing full-time. And you know, still do the off-road recovery and that kind of stuff, just like I've been doing. Whenever calls come in, I go do them. So we'll see how things go. Being that I'm scaling back the company, it's a very real possibility that once the divorce and everything is settled, that I will be selling some of my towing equipment or some of my trucks. I don't foresee selling the little wrecker anytime soon, for those of you that I know are going to be asking, unless somebody just offers me a stupid amount of money for it. I will most likely end up selling the big wrecker, maybe both of them, either one. I mean, if somebody wants to pay enough for them, you know, I guess everything's for sale once I get over the divorce and I can actually start letting go of some assets and stuff. But that will be addressed later. For now, I've got bigger fish to fry and trying to get the off-road stuff going and, you know, all that. So I am going to continue painting this, and I will let y'all kind of mull on that. So moving forward, I personally still have a day or so left on being able to operate in the towing stuff. So if I get an interesting tow call between now and then, y'all might see that. If we get some more off-road stuff, you know, after that, then, you know, we'll be doing that. I plan on having some kind of sand tow kind of vibes going on, especially with us coming into summertime. It's the busy season for off-road recovery down here. Beaches are starting to get busy. People, you know, getting out of work, getting out of school, going and fishing. It's nice, warm weather. So people are getting stuck going to this beach and everything. So it's the busy season for off-road recovery. So I'm looking forward to what that's going to bring us and everything else. So I'm going to go ahead, end it here. I'm going to finish painting this thing up so that it's not a big old blue spot underneath my Jeep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all would, subscribe, like, and share. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.